expect has become a nationwide problem. It's called surprise billing, and it happens when a hospital uses doctors that are outside of a patient's insurance network. Legislation to eliminate the problem has floundered in Massachusetts and Washington in recent years. NBC10 consumer investigative reporter Leslie Gatiss has more on how to reduce your risk of getting that surprise bill.
New mom Alex Foley recently received an unexpected $21,000 medical bill because the anesthesiologist in the delivery room was out of network.
I got the epidural. No one said anything about health insurance or it being out of network or that he might not take my health insurance. I didn't even know that it was a thing that he might not take my health insurance.
Surprise medical bills are charges arising when an insured person inadvertently receives care from an out-of-network provider. Ailene Gerhardt is an independent board-certified patient advocate.
It happens often in cases where the patient doesn't get to choose all elements of a health care situation. If someone is given anesthesia, if someone has a radiology scan, the unfortunate part is that it's not an informed decision a consumer is making.
It's an outrage and it's completely unacceptable, and we shouldn't be in a situation where consumers are faced with these kinds of bills.
Massachusetts Representative Tricia Farley-Bouvier filed legislation last year to require specific patient consent for out-of-network healthcare services. She says the legislation is still in play as part of a healthcare bill addressing telehealth, which emerged in the pandemic.
So oftentimes provisions like this can be attached to another bill, and that telehealth bill is the one that is moving and still alive, and they feel really strongly about getting that passed. And certainly with COVID, people have a higher level of motivation to get issues passed to help the consumers.
In the meantime, plan ahead and ask questions. If you're planning a medical procedure, make sure everyone involved in your case is in your insurer's network. And confirm when you arrive for your appointment that you're only going to see in-network healthcare professionals. If you do receive a surprise bill, call your insurance company and the provider immediately. Request a detailed, itemized bill and file an appeal with your insurance company or try to negotiate a reduced payment. You can also contact a healthcare advocate to help you navigate the situation. It's also a good idea to be prepared for an emergency medical situation. Find out now which hospitals are in your network and whether those hospitals employ their emergency room doctors. Leslie Gatiss, NBC10 Boston.
But when you're having a baby, it's really hard in between